hairy fascist bastard came up, and things got awkward. Werewolves were tough, incredibly tough, but compared to Homo sapiens, who wasn't? It was a ridiculously perfect day outside, and he couldn't blame Derik for wanting to head out as quickly as possible. Still, there was something troubling his old friend, and Michael was determined to get to the bottom of it.
"Hold up,"
Michael said, reaching for Derek's shoulder.
"I want to—" "I don't care what you want,"
Derik replied without turning. He grabbed Michael's hand and flung it away, so sharply Michael lost his balance for a second.
"I'm going out."
Michael tried to laugh it off, ignoring the way the hairs on the back of his neck tried to stand up.
"Touchy. Hey, I just want to—" "I'm going out."
Derik moved, cat quick, and then Michael was flying through the air with the greatest of ease, only to slam into the door to the coat closet hard enough to splinter it down the middle. Michael lay on his back a moment, like a stunned beetle. Then he flipped to his feet, ignoring the slashing pain down his back.
"My friend," he said, "you are so right. Except you're going out on the tip of my boot. Pardon me while I kick your ass."
This in a tone of mild banter, but Michael was crossing the room in swift strides, barely noticing that his friend, Moira, who had just come in from the kitchen, squeaked and jumped out of the way. Best friend or no, nobody knocked the alpha male around in his own damned house. The other pack members lived there by his grace and favor, thanks very much, and while the 40-room house had more than enough room for them all, certain things were simply not done.
"Don't start with me,"
Derik warned. The morning sunlight was slanting through the skylight, shining so brightly it looked like Derik's hair was about to burst into flames. His friend's mouth, usually relaxed in a wise-ass grin, was a tight slash. His grass-green eyes were narrow. He looked, Michael had trouble believing it, ugly and dangerous. Rogue.
"Just stay off."
"You started it, at the risk of sounding junior high, and you're going to show throat and apologize, or you'll be counting your broken ribs all the way to the emergency room."
"Come near me again, and we'll see who's counting ribs."
"Derik, last chance."
"Cut it out."
It was Moira, shrieking from a safe distance.
"Don't do this in his own house, you idiot. He won't stand down, and you two morons, schmucks, losers, will hurt each other."
"Shut up," Derik said to the woman he usually lovingly regarded as a sister.
"And get lost. This isn't for you."
"I'm getting the hose," she warned, "and then you can pay to have the floors resealed." "Moira, out," Michael said without looking around. She was a fiercely intelligent female werewolf who could knock over an elm if she needed to. But she was no match for two males squaring off. The day was headed down the shithole already. He wouldn't see Moira hurt on top of it. "And Derik, she's right. Let's take this outside."
"Oof!"
He didn't duck, though he could see the blow coming. He should have ducked, but he still couldn't believe what was happening. His best friend, Mr. Nice Guy himself, was challenging his authority. Derik, always the one to jolly people out of a fight. Derik, who had Michael's back in every fight, who had saved his wife's life, who loved Lara like she was his own. The blow, hard enough to shatter an ordinary man's jaw, knocked him back a full 3 steps. And that was that. Allowances had been made, but now the gloves were off. Moira was still shrieking, and he could sense other people filling the room, but it faded to an unimportant drone. Derik gave up trying for the door and slowly turned. It was like watching an evil moon come over the horizon. He glared, full in the face, a dead-on challenge for dominance. Michael grabbed for his throat. Derik blocked. They grappled. A red cloud of rage swam across Michael's vision. He didn't see his boyhood friend. He saw a rival, a challenger. Derik wasn't giving an inch, was shoving back just as hard, warning growls ripping from his throat.